Welcome to Astro Reads with AMZN. I am AMZN, and today we're doing Libra's August reading. So first we're going to start off general, and then we're going to get into love, and then we're going to get into career, and then some advice at the end with my oracle deck. So let's just get started. Venus is in Libra right now, so I know y'all are feeling the love, especially. Let's see what this month has in store for you all. Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is in store for you this month? Ooh, lots of things on your mind, I feel like. Kind of getting that same like dizziness in my head that Gemini gives me. Let's see. That explains it. Okay. Let's see. What's happening with the Libras? Okay. The first card that came out here was the Lovers. This is Gemini's card. So you might have Gemini placements. You might be dealing with someone with Gemini placements. If this is in regards to a relationship, just know that this is a divine connection. The Lovers is similar to the Two of Cups, but this one is with the Lovers. It's more of a divine connection, kind of sanctified by the universe. If this is in regards to a relationship that you're in right now, just trust that you're at where you need to be, whether or not you're, whether or not things are turbulent or not, this is happening the way that it needs to happen. But interestingly enough, we have the Seven of Cups here right after that. So again, if this is in regards to a relationship, you might be feeling a little maybe confused or just unsure about what's really happening or what's really going on. Things, you might have this kind of intuitive fog and you're not really sure about what's going on. This could also be, if this is a more casual thing, this would also be you just recognizing the options that you have, but also, again, wondering if this person that you're currently dealing with is too good to be true, if everything is what it says, is what it looks like or seems. And so it's just requiring you to do a little bit more feeling, right? A little bit more trusting of your intuition that way. But outside of that, I feel like this is you seeing that there are a lot of, I don't want to say loose ends, but there's a lot of places for your energy to go. And it's up to you to listen to yourself about what is the best decision for you to make. And with the Knight of Swords here, I feel like you're in a space where you're like, okay, well, I just want to go for whatever. Like, I just want to go for anything, because I have all these options, so I could just pick anything. And yes, that's true. You can just pick anything. But with the decision that you make sure that it's an informed decision, right? Make sure you're not making this decision based off of not wanting to deal with whatever is coming up emotionally, or whatever may make you feel uncomfortable. Make sure you're not doing it out of avoidance, and make sure you're also not doing it out of boredom, right? I feel like that is a problem that afflicts most air signs, like being bored, because something just isn't stimulating enough for you. So make sure that you aren't, let's say, I don't even want to say idealizing, but I will say that. Make sure you're not idealizing things. Make sure that you aren't avoiding having to make decisions and just, leaving a bunch of loose ends everywhere. And also make sure that you aren't just jumping headfirst into things because of what may be coming up for you emotionally, or something uncomfortable. It makes you feel something uncomfortable, so now you're just trying to like pivot and get away from it. We have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck of this overall energy. So the Nine of Cups is an independent energy. It is knowing how to be there for yourself emotionally, knowing how to be okay by yourself, knowing that you are able to fill up your own cups and be emotionally secure in that way with yourself, and not be codependent, basically, right? So I feel like you are reframing what it means to be independent. You're reframing also what it means for you to really have better control over your energy direction, right? And what you're putting your energy into, the choices that you have to make as well. Be more aware. You're becoming more aware of how all of those things are interconnected. Okay? All right. So, let's see now what's going on for single and dating Libras in regards to love and romance. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on for y'all? Oop. Let's see. Libras. Single and dating Libras. Ooh. Okay. And what do you all need to be aware of in regards to love? Alright, so the first card that came out here was the Page of Wands in reverse. So kind of what I was saying in the general reading, like, make sure you're not doing things out of boredom or because you are trying to bypass certain emotions or whatever something is making you feel. Because that's kind of what I feel like is happening with this Page of Wands here. You may be like either, might be a little sexually frustrated or needing some type of like current stimulation in your life right now. So you're just kind of out there, putting yourself out there because you need something to occupy the time, or you need someone to occupy your time. And I don't think that's the best use of your energy, just because that can definitely backfire. Or you don't want to play with somebody in that way, right? You don't want to present a or come to them with false pretenses about being actually interested in them, and blah 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 blah, when really you just are kind of bored and looking for companionship, or just looking for an outlet or a release. Be honest about that if that's really what you want, because we have the Seven of Cups in reverse right after that. So this is the second time that Seven of Cups is coming up. So again, with it coming up in reverse here, that is, like I said, just being more transparent, being honest, being real about what you are presenting to someone or what you would like for yourself, right? So don't, like I said, give false pretenses about why you want companionship and this, that, and the third. Just be honest about it and be like, I feel a little lonely, or I'm bored, or whatever. I'm not looking for anything serious, yada, 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 and be real about it, right? To be aware, the Ace of Wands here, like I said, having, some sexual frustration or sexual energy pent up will definitely make us want to go out there and seek somebody to help us relieve that stress or help us relieve that frustration. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just make sure you're doing so with intention. Make sure you're doing so with integrity and being honest about it. You don't want to, get caught up in something that is going to play with someone's emotions or play with your emotions, right? And have you both or one of you all fucked up because someone wasn't being real about what they really wanted, and now someone else is caught in these feelings that they have and they're not being requited. So just make sure that you're channeling that energy in positive ways, and you're doing so with diligence and integrity, because it will backfire. Right? Because we have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You don't want to end up carrying, like I was just saying, you don't want to end up carrying a bunch of stuff that now you didn't have to deal with in the first place, and now it's yours to deal with, or now you have to do something about it because you set the floor for this to happen, right? Right. Okay. So now, committed Libras and polyamorous or monogamous relationships, what's going on for you this month in regards to love and romance? Ooh. I feel like you all need to tap into your intuition more. You're not bugging for your feelings, if that's what you've been feeling lately. Am I bugging? No, you're not. Ooh, this is a lot. Okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna go with this. I'm gonna be honest, I don't particularly like this, but let's get into it. Okay, so first we have the Eight of Wands in reverse here. So somebody is feeling like they're in a rut, they're stuck, they can't expand, they can't move. Someone might have Sagittarius placements, or you might have Sagittarius placements. But someone's feeling like there's not space for them to be able to expand, to be able to grow, and be free in that way. And then we have the Two of Swords in reverse right after that. So, and I feel like this is bringing someone to certain conclusions in their mind, whether it be you or your partner, where you're realizing, okay, like I have to make this decision about these feelings that I have, like whether it be discussing them, whether it be acting on them. It's causing a lot of mental space to be taken up, and you're going over the pros and the cons. You're thinking about how it's making you uncomfortable, but you're feeling and thinking about what that conversation might be like, or how they'll react to it, or what it's just making you feel, and again how uncomfortable that is, right? we have the Hermit in reverse right after that too. So it's like kind of this restlessness, right? Because of this Eight of Wands in reverse as well. This restlessness to like just get out, to not feel like they're stuck or they're isolated, right? Because the Hermit, when it's upright, this is going within, withdrawing, just taking some self-imposed solitude. When it's in reverse, that's coming out of that, ready to get back into the thick of things. So someone is feeling stuck and they're wanting to get out. And with the Two of Pentacles in reverse right after that, it just feels like someone's either getting lost in the mix of things. They're not they're not being considered when it comes to all the moving parts of the relationship. Things are falling through the cracks, and it could be in regards to love language and how affection is being shown or received. And I feel like it's either you or your partner that needs like quality time or physical touch, or even acts of service as one of their love languages or one of their top love languages, and it's not being met. And so it's falling through the wayside, and somebody is just feeling stuck, like they, it's not giving what it needs to give, right? And then lastly, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. So I feel like this is here, and this came out last because I feel like this is kind of like this person's thought process, whether it be yours or your partner's. Like, they're feeling trapped. It's like, okay, I recognize I'm feeling trapped. What am I going to do about this? I want to get out of this. Like, I want to get out of this feeling. I don't know what to do. I'm not being considered, or, things are falling through the cracks. Like, what am I? Okay, well, I guess I'm going to just go find somebody that can do this for me instead. Like, what someone else won't do, someone will. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Third party energy in that way. Like, I don't want anyone to get hurt by going outside of their relationship. Whether it's monogamous or polyamorous, polyamory is no excuse for cheating. Like, being that there are multiple partners, you have to be considerate of all of your partners still. It doesn't matter. So if you find yourself wanting to go in that direction, please take a second to just think. Take a second to breathe and feel what you're feeling. What needs aren't being met that you need to have met, and go talk to your partner or partners about it first. Go talk to them, because once you bring another person into the situation and it wasn't agreed upon, it's gonna get a lot worse from here. Okay, so don't do that to yourselves. Okay, because we have the Four of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. You have to remember you're not the only one here. Even though you feel like your needs aren't being met and you feel like you're not being considered, you don't want to return that same energy by being inconsiderate as well and stepping out, right? Or just overindulging or not showing up the ways that you need to, not showing up for yourself, not honoring yourself, right? So remember that it is not just you involved here, but also that you don't have to tolerate neglect if you don't want to. So it's up to you to speak up about that. You have to see that your partner is not going to necessarily read your mind, and you can't try to keep the peace by not saying anything. You have to speak up. You have to allow your partner to know this is what's going on with you, and give them that opportunity to do something about it. Now, if they don't do something about it, then that's where you have to make certain decisions for yourself and be direct about those decisions that you're making, and stand firmly on them. Okay? Ooh, Libras. I did not like that. And I'm sorry, and I hope that things work out. Okay, so let's get into career and finance now. What's going on with Libras and their career and finances for August? Oh, excuse me. Let's see. What's going on for Libra in their career and finances? Okay. And how can Libra better their relationship with their career and finances? Alrighty, I like that. Okay. I like. All right, so the first card that came out was the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands being out here, I like this because this is you putting in the work, right? This is you fighting for the things that you want to accomplish. This is you putting in the time and the effort, investing the money that you need to invest in yourself, in the things that you want to see grow in your career, and the places that you would like to see yourself. You are fighting for this. And if you were in a place where you felt a little stuck before, with the Devil here in reverse, you are coming out of that. You are recognizing what habits may have had you feeling stuck. You're recognizing what investments you may have made, what even partnerships or people that you were collaborating with, and how that kept you in a certain space or a certain place. So again, with the fight that you are putting up for what you want for yourself and for your career, you're letting go of poor habits, you're letting go of people, you're letting go of partnerships that just weren't working and that just kept you in this low space. So that is amazing. And I feel like you're definitely recognizing that that's what's going on right now, and that's what is fueling you for this fight that you are that you're in right now. And it's going to work out in your favor. So keep believing in yourself, keep making those decisions, paying close attention to what's working, what's not working. Keep trimming the fat, and you will see the benefits of what you've sown, right? And so to keep in mind and to be aware of how to better your relationship with your career and finances is to just embody that faith and that fire, right? To embody that confidence in your abilities and what it is that you are doing and what you provide and bring and contribute, having faith in all of those things, being ready to act and make the changes that you need to change, so that you can continue moving forward. And like I said, doing so with confidence and faith in yourself, so that you just continue to increase the likelihood of these things coming to fruition and, making your reality that you dream of an actual reality. Yeah, see, because at the bottom of the deck we have the Magician right here. So you might be, you might have Virgo placements, or you might be working with people with Virgo placements, but that just, this just puts you in the place for manifestation. And, we have the full moon coming up on Sunday too, so we're just seeing what comes to fruition from the manifestations that we put in place, and the intention and action behind those things. So you are in this great space right now to continue putting faith into your actions and doing the work that you need to do to get you to where you need to be. This is wonderful. Okay, and I will say, just be aware of, things that need to fall will fall, and let them. Don't fight that with the Tower here right after the Magician. You might have Aries or Scorpio placements, or you might be working with Aries or Scorpio placements, but could be a time for transformation as well. So if the Tower has to fall, it's gonna fall, and let it. Don't resist that. Okay. Alrighty. Lastly, let's get into some advice. Advice for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on for Libra? Any advice for Libras this month? We have initiation and unconditional love. So initiation, I interpret this as, when you are taking those first few steps onto a new level of being, right? It requires you to do certain things before you actually reach that level. So part of that initiation is coming back to self. Part of that initiation is, dropping dead weight, trimming the fat, making certain changes to your own behaviors, doing these reevaluations and understandings of what's going on with you. So continue to do that for yourself, Libra, and be honest about it. And then unconditional love. This is about just remembering that when you do things with love and in love, that love will come back to you. And it may come back to you in a myriad of ways. So moving in love, doing things with love will always bring love back to you. So even when it's really difficult and you're feeling these uncomfortable feelings and you're feeling angry or sad or whatever the case may be, it's okay to feel those feelings, and you need to allow yourself to feel that. But remember that whatever decisions you make after those, to base them in love and compassion, and do what's best for you with love and compassion. Okay? Alrighty, Libras. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that these messages resonated with you. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, I will leave the info in the description box. Remember to like and share with the homies, subscribe, and if you feel inclined to tip, I will also leave that information in the description box. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you next month.